All right, you got a screwdriver or something? Well, you might want to unchain it from the thing so we can
I
move it
don't
around.
have a key to it.
I got a grinder.
Ha. Yeah, they'll probably get pissed off if I do something like that.
Who'd get pissed?
It's Penny.
Oh, okay. Let me see that light. So I'm not blinded. Oh, this looks like my Champion. It's got this cover here. Yeah, what do we got? That's oil, spark plug, air cleaner's probably on the other side. I'll get a Phillips screwdriver.
Phillips.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be this side. I restarted the. Did you not see us typing? Nope. I did not see you typing. That's why Sarah and I killed the stream. I was sitting here and I'm trying to talk to you guys and I saw nothing. So I done killed you guys because you guys were ignoring me. I felt lonely. Well, I didn't change the name. I just hit stop and then start. So, you know, I felt abandoned. I'm a needy person, you know. I don't know, might have been on my end. I couldn't see anything you guys were saying. That is not gonna sit there. Alright, here, I'll let you be my light person.
Alright. I wish I could use
Stay back here. Alright. Check this air filter. Did you check to see if like the oil light was coming on?
No, they just said, no. Penny told me that, and her husband told me that it would run for a minute and it'd cut off.
Yeah, it could be low oil though. Let's fire this thing up real quick and just see what it does. First off, let's pull this. All right, let's see what we got here. Fuel on would help. Start with the choke. Okay, what I want you to look for is going to be one of these lights. Let's see which one. Oil will be this one. If this one pops on, then it's low on oil.
Alright.
Circuit breaker's good. All right, so let's try that first. And we'll see if that comes on. Did you have the fuel switch on? Did you check the fuel switch is on? Because it was in the off position when I got here.
Like I said, and I would imagine they had it on.
All right. That's interesting. Let's check for fuel real quick. Make sure she's filled up. She's got a little fuel in there. All right. Try it one more time.
Probably did.
Mechanic Eric fixes it again. He turns the fuel switch on. Okay. Alright, now we put the load on it. You never want to start a generator with the load on. And here's your eco mode. I think I'm going to call that a success.
I think so.
I masterfully turned the fuel on switch on. And it's running.
It's still running.
I think we're good.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm gonna go back and talk to my streamers.
Oh,
Or my viewers. I'm the streamer, they're the viewers. I keep confusing that. I keep calling them the streamers.
thank you, sir.
Not a problem, buddy. That was definitely a hard fix. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. It was so complicated. I had
took
to.
some Yankee ingenuity.
Yeah. All right, you take care, buddy.
All right, you too, man.
There we go. Again, another person in the convoy saved. Hi, guys. Yeah, it's all good. I just turned the fuel switch on.
Is that what it was?
Yep, I turned the fuel switch on, sat there and choked it, started up without a load on it, let the load on, and it's working just fine. Yeah, fuel switch was off. Ah, love my life. Oh look, we got flames on Rut Rod. He's on fire! Come on, there we go. Rut Rod's on fire. They figured out if they pour gasoline down the exhaust, it'll roast like that for a while. Fire! Fire! Oh. It wasn't his generator, so I don't know. You know, a lot of people don't read the manuals for stuff. It's just the way it is. That's the way the world works. Tilt you guys back up. Rut Rod putting on his little flame show. I don't know. Get you guys up, see if you can even see it. I can still see it. There it is. You can smell it. If this was smell-o-vision, you could smell it. It smells almost like racing fuel. Trying to track them, but I'm also trying to hold a camera and a battery pack. Because you guys are needy. You need a lot of power. Hey, buddy. Well, they must be really worried about it because they got a fire truck right behind them, so you know. That's kind of blue. I think they might have put propane on it. I think they added some propane because that doesn't look like how it usually looks when you did gasoline. Did you boys add propane, or is this still pouring gas down there?
Propane, man.
You guys added propane finally? Hell yeah.
Let it build up. I need to make it lower, probably.
It's called your engine.
All right, go.
That's pretty cool.
I need a bigger regulator, that's all.
All right, so the rat rod's now got propane flames. He's gonna get himself in trouble.
There ain't no lights out here. Make a TikTok.
Hey, rat rod, they're loving the new flames, man. They're loving the new flames.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a bigger regulator. That's for a barbecue grill, man. That's all I can find.
All right, cool beans. Bigger regulator. It still looks cool.
Get a bigger regulator and it'll work badass, man.
Cool beans. Well, we'll be excited to see it, buddy.
When you turn it off, it builds up steam, man.
Yeah.
That propane's heavy, so it goes down in the stack.
Ah, you blew them out. You blew one of them out.
Turn it off.
Oh, okay. You had one go out, and then the other one was still going.
It was off. I turned it off. Don't backfire, can't carefully. It's not real loud, man.
See, I say we need to do that with Sasnak's truck. You know, come on, you got to be honest with me. When he sits here and he rips from the back of the pack to the front, how cool would it be if his stacks were on fire like that? I mean, that truck is sexy as hell. How awesome would that be if he was blowing flames while he was doing it? Have you seen that vehicle? I'm pretty sure nothing's safe on it. It's the Blinky Mobile. Ah! Well, looks like mostly everybody's in bed. Safety third, yeah. Gotta go with that motto. I try to do safety first, but safety third's good too. Long day, long day. 6 a.m. departure. Yeah, I ain't leaving at 6 a.m. Screw that. I'll leave at 6:30 or 7. I'll get that a little extra sleep in. I like being behind the convoy anyways. Now you got the flames going again. Oh. Oh. There's the Wendy. I'll put you guys up here and then I'll do this. And then we'll put this down here and we're going to transition into, yes, if you were watching the live, you would have seen her live. She passed us and she's here. She's back with the convoy. There you go. Welcome to Mechanic Eric After Dark. How you guys doing? Yeah, she's with the convoy. 300Z passed us on the roadway. I talked to her about it. I was joking with her. I was like, we saw you on the roadway. You didn't even see us. I even tried to chase you down. She's like, I was so zoned out. I didn't even realize that you guys were next to me. Oh, I'm not trying to be days behind the convoy. I'll sit here now, I'll be an hour behind the convoy. Hopefully nobody breaks down. Let you see some rat rod action in the background. You know, as they're playing with their flames, boys and their flames. How am I? I guess I'm in pretty good spirits. You know, it's definitely nice. I heard you say she passed you, but didn't notice her. Yep, nope, she passed us. I pulled up next to her. I looked over, she had her earbuds in. I couldn't get up like in front of her because of the fact that I had a semi in front of me. But she did pass us, she's here. Hell, I just had her on stream a couple of minutes ago when the guy said, hey, does anybody know whose purse this was? I probably could walk over to where she is, but yeah, she's here. I do not know if that was Rat Rod singing. We're supposed to leave, well, Monday morning? I don't know. Isn't today? Tomorrow we're leaving. Let's see. Yeah, it'd be Sunday morning we're leaving. I don't know about Monday morning. I know tomorrow we're leaving at 6 a.m. Or they are. I'll probably leave 6:30-ish. Yeah, I filmed it. When we were headed to the I-80 with Wendy after my truck broke, I think. I think that was the day. Or was it before? Yeah, I think we were headed to the I-80 and she passed us. We'll agree to disagree there, Stinger. Did I break some things? I saw Dennis change Oreo Express's brakes and I saw Eric change brakes. Today I got 2 good mechanics. We'll agree to disagree there, Stinger. That's all I'm going to say about that. Wow, that was a lot that came in. Ha, no more fixing stuff. Yeah. And that's fine. That's your choice. You know, I just, yeah. Yeah, it said 5 a.m., but if you look at the meeting that I filmed today, he said the good news is we're not leaving at 5 a.m. So he said 6. And that's you're right. I'm not saying don't like him. I do things a certain way, and I disagree with some of the ways that he does things. So therefore, I don't share your opinion of him being a good mechanic. I guess that's the easiest way I can say it. You know, if you think he's a good mechanic, great. I don't share that opinion. They're replacing a start. Are we talking about X-ray, or they're replacing a starter to fix a lighting issue? Okay, I would have just taken the dome light bulb out. Worst case scenario. If the only problem is that his TPC, yes, is still buying the fuel, and they pay for venues. So if we had to pay for this venue, the People's Convoy did pay for it, but I'm pretty sure this one wasn't one that we had to pay for. Yeah. I mean, I worked on a whole slew of things today. I didn't know he worked on Oreo Express's vehicle. I wish Oreo Express best of luck. Yeah, I heard he had a problem with his truck. Well, there's only really one other mechanic, so I guess. Although he's got a video in Hagerstown where he claims he's not a mechanic. Professes the fact that he's not a mechanic. That's possible. Yep. Well, no, I before the meeting, I took some time to myself. I took a shower. You know, cut my toenails, you know, took care of myself, and then, you know, is what it is. You're fine, Stinger. We just try not to talk too much about anybody else on this channel. You know, like I said, if you like them, great. You know, that's fine. I've got no problems with other people liking other people's streams. We're taking the ambulance all the way to DC. We're working on a couple of shops that are potentially going to do the job for basically parts. Rat Rat's doing a burnout. He's out on the street. I don't know if you guys can see the smoke from over in the corner here. Ha, yeah. sunburn. I don't usually like getting that tan. It's fine. I'm doing pretty good. I mean, it was definitely nice getting back with the convoy. A lot of people missed me. Definitely had pretty much everybody in the convoy show up and sit here and, you know, say welcome back. We got Santa over here, I think. Hi, Santa. We're doing a little Mechanic Eric after dark. I guess my biggest problem is that somebody just keeps running my name through the mud, you know. So I guess that's where my problem comes in. I try not to say too much about that other person, but constantly on their live, they're bagging on me. So, you know, it gets tiring to listen to it, you know, or have people tell me about it. I do. I pretty much do. There goes the rat rod with his new flame stacks. Honestly, my favorite part is people coming up and starting to recognize me and, you know, thanking me for all the work I've been doing. You know, I think that's my favorite part so far. You know, I definitely enjoy meeting the people and, you know, having them tell me how happy they are I'm with the convoy and that I'm keeping people on the road and not leaving people behind, you know. It's nice to have that recognition, you know, at least from the people, you know. Yeah. They put propane jets in the exhaust and then use igniters and a regulator to basically blow propane in through the bottom. Wow, this stream is going really fast. Yep. Yeah, my moderators yell at me if I try to do that though. Good night, Stinger. Thanks for coming by. I'm trying, it really hurt my heart whenever we'd leave somebody behind, you know. I mean, a lot of the people that were getting left behind were people like the lady in the 300Z or Wendy, you know. It wasn't just, you know, some guy with his truck. It was women, you know, grandmas. You know, would I want somebody to leave my grandmother behind? You know, it's just, you know, I'd want somebody to be watching out for my grandmother, you know. Yeah, the 300Z is back. It's back with the convoy. I think it got back yesterday. We actually caught it. We were the first one to report on it. She didn't call. Like I said, no news was probably good news. And next thing you know, she went flying by us on live while me, Wendy, and Grandma were in our little mini convoy. She blew right by us. So yeah. you know, like I said, I'd hope, you know, I don't get it. I just don't get it. You know, I'm not in any type of MC. I never joined the military, but you know, that don't leave anybody behind mentality, you know, just always kind of rang with me. So I don't get why a lot of people are willing to leave people behind. You know, I'm not willing to leave people behind. If, you know, I wish I could have done more for the Z, but, you know, unfortunately, the best I could do was make sure she was at a good shop, and make sure she had a place to stay for the night. You know, it just wasn't, that was a bigger problem than I could sit here and try to deal with on the road. It really needed somebody to be able to spend the time to diagnosing stuff. Hi. Who am I getting a hug from? Oh, that was Rose. Rose snuck up behind me and gave me a hug. So, yeah. I mean, you know, like I said, you know, it's just kind of that whole mentality, you know, you just don't leave your brother behind, you know. It's kind of a biker thing, you know. It's kind of a military thing. I'm not really either. I'm a motorcycle enthusiast. I ride with bikers, but I wouldn't say I am a biker, you know. I think it just comes down to principles and morals, you know. It's just what's your core values. Yeah. I appreciate it too, 1955. Yeah, I think America would be a little bit better if everybody just kind of had a little bit more of that, you know, help your neighbor, you know. Now I got like a halo light behind me. Hello. Yeah. I appreciate it, guys. You know, like I said, you know, I don't have to talk bad about anybody. The people that see it. They know what I can do. They know what everybody else can do. They know what the convoy's about. You know, people are waking up to it, you know. Trucker G actually even said hi to me today. You know, I think the word's getting out. You know, they understand it. I haven't tried the bread pudding yet. I put it away. I'm appreciated by the people. You know, like I said, they know what I do. I think a lot of the leadership are busy working on venues and things like that, and that takes a lot of their focus. So they're kind of in that little bubble of what's going on with setting up venues and trying to get to the next event, and you know, getting rallies organized and stuff. You know, so yeah, you made sure Joe got it for me. Yeah. No, I didn't. I think it's just a little brake dust. I'll probably catch it on the next stop. I want to get an air filter too, but you know, it's a little hard for me to pack up. It's a little hard for me to pack up once I'm here. Just didn't really get to it. You guys kind of saw how my day went. You know, when I probably would have went to get parts, you know, I had other people kind of hitting me up. Suppose I could have called one of the stores and I saw if they would deliver them, because we're at a place that they probably deliver to. I guess I could have done that. Didn't think about it. I do have a laptop. I've got a laptop and a Chromebook with me. Yes, I did get something to eat. I had what we had for dinner, and then I had a lady drop off 4 tacos and some grapes and stuff. So yeah, and then I've still got that bread pudding. I'll probably try to eat that tonight. Yeah, definitely we. Taco Joe missed tacos tonight. Yeah. I do not know how to turn it on. I'm assuming I probably have to do it through a laptop because somebody asked me about a laptop. Hi, Granny. I think it was supposed to say good evening, Eric. That's cool that X-Ray's bringing some more vehicles. That'll be great. Something. His name is Bread Pudding now. Who, mine or Saznak's? I slept from 7 to 7, so yeah, I got log into YouTube on your laptop. Yeah, Joe's supposed to help me with my thing. Yeah, we got WYSIWYG here. Yeah, Joe's supposed to help me set up my stream a little bit more. Probably help me with my watermark and stuff. Wonder if these guys, oh no, he's been here. Hey, did anybody ever go to the racetrack? I heard there was supposed to be a race tonight. I obviously didn't make it. Who needs to work together? The Wiz. Yeah, he's a good guy. Oh, I gotta go into the laptop to do that? Yeah. Oh, there were people that went to, Oreo went to the races? Yeah. Wizzy did. Was it good? I hear somebody working with a zip tie. I hear a certified zip tie mechanic zip tying something. Is that bad that I can actually hear somebody zipping up a zip tie from like 50 feet away? Yeah, that would have been fun. All work, no play makes Eric a dull boy. Hey, I thought I was playing pretty good. I thought you guys were pretty entertained. I was going around talking to people, playing with air horns, talking with kids. You know? Yeah. You'd be surprised what gets all held together by zip ties. Ha. That's cool. We are at a auction house where they sell tractors. There's a whole bunch of John Deere tractors behind me. And I assume they do a whole bunch of type of farm equipment. They sell it, they auction it off. Go pound on says next door and run. Nah, I'm a little old for Ding Dong Ditch. He may get a little mad. He's starting to warm up to me. That's one person I really have never really had too many interactions with, even in Hagerstown, other than like, hey buddy, how you doing? You know, me and Saznak really have never connected. The owner sells guns too. Yeah, that's cool. Catch you later, Steven. Yeah, he could possibly need a new alternator. Yeah, I've heard that. Only by doing rough math. You know, you figure the convoy does about 300, roughly 300 miles in a day. So if you factor about 300, 350 miles, and you take like the last destination that's posted on the website, and you basically break up that between DC, however many miles that is, kind of break it up into 300 to 350 mile days. That's about how many more days it'll be before we get there. All right, bye, Douglas. I love zip ties. Yeah, he just never warmed up to me. I don't know. I don't know. Not that I'm aware of. I have some stories, yeah. Oh no, Repo man. Yeah, I bet he's got some stories. You know, I don't know if I agree with that. Like I said, I don't know. I don't watch a lot of streamers' content. I know them from dealing with them in person. And I know when we had an issue in Hagerstown, he put the camera down. And when I had to interact with a guy that was in full body armor and a hard helmet, he was right there at my back, you know, watching my back, because I was the only line of defense there, and he was right there with me. So, you know, I don't know what Jersey J does on his stream. I just know that he had my back. So, you know, that's all I can say about him. You know, any interaction I had with him was fine. But like I said, I don't watch his streams, so I don't watch any of their streams. I may pop in just to say hi or something, but that's about it. I haven't seen that yet, but I appreciate your advice. I don't try to judge people, you know, on other people's opinions. I try to form my own. I think that's what you should do. You know, I think you should sit here and make up your own opinions of somebody, not base it off of what somebody else says. You know, and thus far he hasn't caused me any problems. I'm not going to badmouth people, you know. There's really nobody that I've got problems with, you know. Nothing that I need to badmouth people about, you know. Well, that's between first responder and Jersey J, I guess. Has nothing to do with me. Again, that doesn't affect me either, you know, if somebody's doing that. Judge them by, hold on, Granny. I'm scrolling back to you. Judge them by their fruit. Yeah. Well, then he's just falling into the trap, that's all. I'm not trying to take this stuff too serious, you know. You guys seem to like to watch what I do, so I'm just trying to let you guys watch it. And I don't know, I guess put on a little bit of a show, you know. Gives me something to do, you know. Like I said, everybody else is pretty much asleep. I'm probably gonna go to bed fairly soon, I don't know. Do I have Super Chat? I don't know what Super Chat is. If it's something I have to be monetized for, then no. Because me and Joe still gotta, what made you decide, hold on, whoa. What made you decide to join the convoy? I like that question. Let's stop chatting for a second so I can answer that. All right, come on, calm down, guys. Be perfectly honest, it was the only game in town. That's the total honesty. I'm gonna have that interview with Santa, and we're gonna go over what the Emergency Powers Act is and everything, because I still don't fully understand it. Really, I see that the country's not what I've been raised to believe the country should be. My eyes have been opened. You know, I feel that there's corruption. I feel that our forefathers didn't want career politicians. They wanted people, just like on jury duty, to come and serve their country, live a life first, then come and serve the country, and then go back to their life. And I honestly believe that this growing number of career politicians that don't have life experience are a big problem in this world. I think that there's a lot of corruption that's going on. I just think that we've strayed away from the America that our forefathers want. And I understand that the People's Convoy, they may be on this right now with trying to do the Emergency Powers Act, but I know there's other topics and other issues that they want to address in the future. My hope is that we accomplish what they want to accomplish, and then possibly get to or help empower the states to take back their power. Because I really honestly believe that it's going to be at the state level that ends up doing a lot. We're drawing more national attention, but I really think getting the word out to the states and getting the states mobilized is what's going to really do it. I think we need to get rid of career politicians. I think we need to try to figure out a way to get rid of the people behind the career politicians, because it doesn't matter who's the puppet in front. It's the guy that's standing behind him that never changes, that's never been voted in. That's the guy you got to worry about. That's the guy that's whispering sweet nothings into every candidate's ear when he moves in. So term limits don't matter. It's the guy behind him that's sitting here whispering and sitting here and talking to all the super PACs and all the other people that sits here and says, hey, I can get you $1 million or $10 million if you sit here and say that this is good. You know, and it's those influencers that are in the offices that we don't vote for that ride behind the candidates in their own office. We're not even talking about the lobbyists. We're talking about just his office staff, the people that are in his office, you know. I think we really need to sit here and secure the vote. I'd like to eventually see that happen. And I think being part of the convoy is a first step. You know, I think we need to wake people up and get them to start looking at the government and realizing that the government doesn't have our backs like they supposedly are supposed to. I mean, if American Idol can sit here and handle how many thousands and thousands of votes, and we've got Apple and we've got, you know, Microsoft and all these other Fortune 500 companies, why are we sitting here messing around with such a weird voting system that seems so broken and corrupted, you know? What's up, buddy? I'm from Wisconsin. The chat is just screaming by, so I'm literally just kind of talking about the, you know, they asked why I was here, so that's what I've been just kind of going through, you know. Yep, nope, I'm from Wisconsin. My understanding is Cash App takes nothing. So, as far as I'm aware, Cash App doesn't take anything. And really, because I didn't have a Cash App or a Venmo before I joined the convoy, I didn't have any of that. I never really had to have somebody send me money. But Cash App was the easiest to do because I have an Apple phone. I was able to put it to my Apple wallet right away and use it instantaneously. So that's why I ended up doing Cash App. I mean, I've got my Venmo, which is exactly the same as my Cash App, just with an @ sign instead of a $sign. But I don't have as easy access to that money. You know, that's why I don't promote it very much. But I guess that's a way that I don't spend it on other people, because I can only buy stuff online. So with the Venmo right now, or pay bills or whatever, you know, I don't have the physical card with me. So Venmo's kind of, all the money is trapped in Venmo for the moment. Yeah. All right. Yeah. That's fine. Yeah. Yeah. All right. All right. Catch you later, Scratching. All right. Bye. One of my moderators trying to fill me in. I have a PayPal, but I've only got a PayPal for my personal stuff, and I really just don't want to intertwine, you know, donations for the convoy or donations for me, either or, with my personal accounts. So I never had a Cash App, I never had a Venmo, I never had a reason to. So I just never did it, you know. I'd say central-ish area. You know, I'm not near any major cities. I think that's the problem. You know, here, how did, 1,900 voted ballots, whatever. You know, we should have confidence in our vote. Whether you're Republican, Democrat, Libertarian, whatever. We should not have any question of, was the vote fair? You know, and that's the problem. You know, we need to secure it up so that nobody feels that they were cheated or that there was something done unfair, you know. I have no idea. I'm not in charge of the Mechanics Fund. I can ask Hippie and see what she has to say about it. I'm not anticipating much going into it. I know they started off with like a $1,000 deficit when they started the account. I don't really watch football. I'm not your normal guy. I'm not big into football. I did watch NASCAR back when Earnhardt, read my last message. I'd have to scroll way up for it probably. You know, I don't have time for it. I am a little bit of an adrenaline junkie in a sense. I like to do my mud trucks. I like to go out and do stuff. I like to ride my bike. Somebody had a request for new tools. Yeah, I mean, as a kid, I used to watch Earnhardt. I enjoyed watching him drive. You know, he did anything to win, whether it was dirty or not. Sometimes, you got to do what you got to do. It all ends up being whoever's first on race day. So, yeah. But pretty much when he died, that was the end for me. But I'll still watch races here and there if I happen to be flipping through the channels and I end up catching a race. I may watch it for a little while, but I don't go following it. I don't track it down. I'm on Verizon if that's what you're asking. I've got an unlimited plan. I liked watching his son a little bit, but yeah. I like watching my friends watch the Packer game more than I like watching the Packer game. They get very riled up. It's more entertaining to watch their reaction to it than it's more fun to watch their reaction to NASCAR than to actually watch NASCAR, in my opinion. Or not NASCAR, football. They definitely get very emotional. So I enjoy watching that. Probably college sports. College sports, you get more of those trick plays and stuff. You get a little bit more amateur action going on. You don't get a lot of those trick plays, the big plays that you get in college football. Once the level of players gets a little bit better. I think the fact that there's enough doubt, is a problem. I think that people went to bed believing one thing, and then there's been videos coming out of stuff that's happened. I just don't think. I don't think we should ever have a reason to doubt that our vote counts. And I think we need to do better so that everybody feels that each one of their votes counted. Yeah. I think the mail-in ballots really opened that up, though. I think if you're truly sick and bedridden and stuff like that, it's acceptable. But I mean, if you want your vote to count, I think you should go in and make your vote count. I just don't think. I think with that system there was the chance for abuse. I'm not going to say there was. I'm not going to say there wasn't. But I think it opened it up. I believe there's been a couple of people that have gone to jail. I've heard of a couple cases where people have talked about ballot harvesting and some illegal stuff going on. So, I mean, it's starting to come out that things did get taken advantage of. Enough to sway the election. I don't know, but shouldn't happen. It shouldn't happen in the first place. There should be no voter cheating. You know, it should be set up in a way that you just can't. You know. Yeah. What state is that requires ID? And like I said, that's where the states come in. The states have that control. Yeah, I don't know if Trump's going to come back. I think there's just too many Republicans that just didn't like him. I like the fact that he wasn't a career politician. I like looking at candidates that aren't career politicians. I'd like to see more candidates run for president that aren't career politicians. I actually wouldn't be surprised if Trump Jr. ran, though. I'll tell you that much. Yeah. Yeah, he definitely had an attitude, I'm going to get this shit done whether you like it or not, which was probably good for the country in my opinion. Delaware requires ID. Like I said, that's all the states taking the power back. That's what it needs to be. The states need to take the power back. You viewers need to sit here and get out and make sure people vote in the right people into office to help take power back. Jeff wants to be president. I don't know, Jeff. You sure you're up for that challenge? Oklahoma. Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, machines can be tampered with. I don't like the fact that the paper ballots, that once they're separated, don't have any identification on them anymore. I think that's a broken system there. Because if you're counting back a ballot and you don't know who the ballot was from, what's the point? All right, Jeff wants to be president. I guess you can be a write-in. I think Trump, I'm going to say something kind of funny. You guys are going to probably hate me for it for a second. But in actuality, I think Biden's the best president ever. You want to know why? Because he woke everybody up. Everybody's got to see it. Democrats, Republicans. Everybody sits here and's got to see how the hell did he become president. You know, that's what's waking people up. Is, you know, we've got a guy that bumbles through a speech, is obviously mentally declined. You know, even though they tried to pass off he had a speech impediment. That's what a lot of the Democrats, I said before he got voted in, you know, whether you believe he's got voted or not, I was like, you know, he's in mental decline. You can see it. You know, you can see when he was with Obama and he was vice president, he was there. You know, he's a shell of the man that he used to be. And I had one of my Democrat friends get on me, and they're like, well, you shouldn't make fun of him because he's got a speech impediment. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And I didn't really realize that a lot of the Democrats, that's the story that was being fed to them, is that he had a speech impediment. And it's like, really? He's never had it in all of his other speeches. But yeah, they honestly believe that. So, you know, it is what it is. You know, we'll get through it. You know, we've only got a couple more years. I think this next voting season is going to be very hard for the Democrats. I think a lot of people have woken up and said, yeah, we're kind of done with all this. So I think a lot of Republican candidates are going to be taking over seats in the House and in the Senate and all that stuff. I think the biggest problem is that Republicans and Libertarians see a lot of the same views, and it does split the vote a little bit. Would I like to see a Libertarian candidate for president? If he had a chance to win, if he really had a real chance to win, I think that'd be great. But right now, I think the views between the Libertarians and the Republicans are so close that, in my personal opinion, that takes away from basically a Democrat versus Republican race, splits the vote, makes Republican candidates harder to get into office. I don't think there are too many Libertarians that are taking away, that would have voted for a Democrat. I think it takes away from Republicans. I'd like to see the Libertarian Party get stronger. I mean, I don't like that we have a two-party system where it's just either you're Republican or you're Democrat. But I think they need to work more on getting more seats in the House, you know, and other branches of government, and actually come up with a candidate that's strong enough. Yeah, I saw that on the news about the meat processing plants. I mean, I'd love to have a great libertarian candidate that was a strong candidate that could actually win. But, you know, every election, 2% of the vote maybe, and it always seems to be 2% that would normally vote for a Republican. And there's been a lot of stuff, a lot of losses that 2% would have been the difference. You know, I think a lot of people need to soul search and sit here and decide which candidate has the best choice. Just because there's a Libertarian candidate doesn't mean, you know, that you have to vote for them. You know, Democrats are going to vote for the Democratic candidate. That's just what they do. I asked a lady, I've got a friend that's a very, very interesting person that's a Democrat, and I asked her straight out, I was like, you know, why did you vote for Joe Biden? Because she voted the party. You know, that's just where it is. She voted the party. There's a lot of people that didn't like Joe Biden, but they voted for him anyways because they told the party line. Yeah, Ron Paul. like I said, you know, everybody's concerned about getting back to the whole convoy thing. Some people don't understand the message. You know, hopefully the interview with Santa will clear that up for some people. But I think being part of the convoy and making it a stronger voice is a good thing, because the stronger the convoy is and the stronger its ability to affect change is, the more power they're going to have to be able to try to get the country back to where it's supposed to be. I mean, the Emergency Powers Act is just the first step. You know, there's going to be other messages that may resonate with you guys more down the line. But this is the stepping stone. You know, you got to get on the bandwagon with the original stepping stone. Help the convoy get stronger, show up, be here. Because this is it. I think if this convoy piddles out, I think the country's lost. I really do. I think that this is that stand that we have to take. This is where we have to make our stand. This is the line in the sand that says no more. We want our country back. And the message might not be exactly what you want it to be. You may be more interested in term limits. You may be more interested in voter ID. You may be more interested in everything. And I'll tell you, I honestly believe that the convoy is going to get to those, you know? But we got to get stronger. We got to get more numbers. We got to get more people to show up, you know? This is that time, you know? If you guys don't come out here and you don't help us with numbers to show the government that we're sick and tired of their crap, this is it. We've lost. You know? We need all these patriotic bikers that I've seen at all these rallies. We need all these people. Sean Hannity, you know, Tucker Carlson, you know, Ted Nugent. All these people that are pro-America and sit here and talk on their radio shows and their TV shows, and, you know, sit here and tell us over and over, you know, how we need to make America great again, and we need to do this and we need to do that. You guys need to shut the hell up and start putting boots on the ground. You guys need to come here. Your actions are more important than your words. You can say whatever the hell you want to say, but if you don't walk the walk and you just talk the talk, it means nothing. People will be inspired by your actions. If you truly believe that you want to make America great again, get off your ass and come. That's Hannity, that's Carlson, that's Tucker, that's, you know, Ted Nugent, all you people, every one of you, Kid Rock, every one of you that sits here and says, I love America, blah, 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 we need to make America great again. I don't see you. I'm on the front line. I'm here. I'm single-handedly keeping the convoy freaking rolling. Where are you guys? Where are my biker brethren? Where are all these patriotic bikers who are veterans that sit here and blood, sweat, and tears for this country? Where are you guys? The time for talk's over. You guys can be on your radio shows, you can be on your TV shows, whatnot. It's boots on the ground, buddies. Boots on the ground. Come on, we're here. You know where we are. It's on the website. Show up. You need to show up. Because I honestly believe this is our last shot. you know. I love hearing you guys talk. It's inspirational. But it'd be more inspirational to people if you showed up. You'd do more. You'd have more respect. You know, it would inspire other people to follow you. You know, it is what it is. Talk is talk. Now it's time to walk the walk. Get your asses over here. Well, according to Santa, we're not going to be doing that. Our Trucker G and Santa, we're not going to be riding around honking our horns anymore. You know, it was a tiered system. You know, unfortunately, we ended up blasting out to California because of the fact that there's appeared to be a bigger threat. You know, all those 10 mandates. Because unfortunately, California kind of runs the way the country goes. You know, if that stuff passes and we did nothing to try to stop it, you know, then my hometown would have that idea to do that. So for the moment, that was the bigger issue. Now we're getting back on task. You know, we did the going around the loop and honking the horns. And then we started having our little secret missions going into DC. It's a stage game, you know. I mean, nothing against Canada. They rolled in there. Last I knew, they were there for 21 days, and they got shut down. You know, now I haven't been able to keep track of what they're doing lately because I've been too busy. So hopefully they got some more stuff going on up there. But I mean, theirs lasted 21 days. We've been out here a lot longer, you know. But my understanding is we're not going to be sitting our hands this next time. You know, I've heard that security's being amped up. They know that we're not going to be messing around this time when we go into DC. It's going to be another level. We did all the baby levels. You know, we gave them time to sit here and, you know, engage with us and talk to us and negotiate with us and, you know, whatnot. Now I think things are going to get a little bit more real. Oh, I 100% agree. I don't think the media should be owned by any party that can control it. The media is supposed to be free. But I will sit here and say this, okay? I'm gonna throw this out here. Somebody try to explain to me why I can watch anything on CBS, NBC, or whatever, you know, the 3 other networks for free. But if I don't have television service and I want to watch something like Hannity or Carl Tuckerson or something like that, even if I pay, without having to pay for, like, you know, if I try to do Fox Now or whatever, I can't get their content. I have to get like Hulu or something, and I have to pay, you know, an exorbitant amount of money to get live channels on Hulu to watch these shows. Why is the Republican message so hard to find on the internet? Why do I have to jump through so many hoops? Why do I have to pay for it? You know, if Hannity wants to sit here and get his message out, and Tucker Carlson wants to get his message out, why aren't they making it so that I can just pay on Fox Live or whatever, you know, or Fox Nation, and be able to just watch that? Because I did Fox Nation, and then they still told me I had to have a cable subscriber or a TV subscriber to be able to watch the stuff. And it's like, I don't want that. I don't want that service. Why can't you give me an option so if I want to watch Fox Nation and I want to watch Hannity or I want to watch Carl Tuckerson, that I can do that without having to pay a crap load more money for a television service that I don't watch in the first place, just so I can watch these guys. But I can watch anybody else on CBS, NBC, you know, whatever, no problem. You know, you guys over at Fox got to do better. You know, if you guys are more the Republican channel, you need to make it so people that are Republicans can watch it a lot easier. It's a lot easier to get the message out if you don't, you know, what if I've got a guy that's confused and he wants to get more information? He's not going to pay to listen to a Republican point of view. You know, he should be able to try to get to it easily, you know? You know, how are we getting the message out if it's behind all these paywalls and you have to have this subscription to this and this, that, you know? There's a lot of emails that come into the People's Convoy. I don't think it's a right thing. I mean, I'm not talking, you know, we do have Democrats and libertarians here on this message about the Emergency Powers Act. I mean, that's something that I think both sides are coming together with. I'm just speaking about my own personal views. I mean, obviously you guys know that I don't know if I'd say I'm a Republican. I'm probably closer to a libertarian. I mean, I'll look at both sides. You know, I do think that there have been Democrats in the past. I think there are some Democrats in the past that have done some good things. I think there are more radical Democrats nowadays. I like to keep an open mind. You know, so I won't toe a party line. Right now, my views probably align more with the Republican mindset because I think that the Democratic Party has gotten a little out of control right now. But I like to keep an open mind. I don't like to sit here and, Eric, name one, Democrat, name one. I don't know. I mean, I think some Democratic ideas have not been the worst. But, you know, I have to admit that prior to Obamacare, pretty much nothing any president had done in the past really overly affected me in my life. That was probably the first thing that happened that I went, well, what the hell? All of a sudden my insurance was $1 billion a month, and that was the first thing that really hit me. I know if done right, I believe welfare was initiated by the Democrats. I know a lot of the public programs, if done right, were done by Democrats. I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm not a expert when it comes to political stuff. You know, I don't think everything the Democrats has ever done has been horrible, you know, but I think the Democratic Party was better back in the days. I think they're getting a little bit more out of control. I think both parties are there's too much radical on each side. I think there's some radical right-wingers and there's some radical left-wingers. I think we need to get a little bit more in the center again, you know, where our differences between Democrats and Republicans are not quite as different, you know, and there's more room to be able to negotiate things, you know, not this way left idea or way right idea, you know. Yeah. No, I think Pelosi needs to go. I think I start to wonder if there's yeah, I agree, Obama. Yeah. You know, just like with the president, I think there should be, you know, a point where we have to kind of wonder if somebody's mentally fit to serve, you know. I think at some point, you know, age is going to play a factor in, and if somebody's just not got the mental acuity to do the job, you know, just like we take away driver's license from old people that can't drive, we shouldn't have them running the country if they just are not mentally capable of doing it. It's 11 o'clock. I'm not pulling out till probably 7. Yeah, I believe that too. I do believe that. I think that too many people are influenced by money. I think the super PACs influencing our government. I think the donations, you know, that, you know, you shouldn't be getting rich when you go into office. You know, it's not a job. You know, like I said, it's something. You should have a life. You should have a life. You should live a life. You should get voted in. You should serve your country, and then you should go back to your life. Oh, Santa, me and Santa are going to have Santa agreed that we're going to sit down one of these days, and we're going to have a real conversation about what the Emergency Powers Act is, because I don't fully understand it. You know, I'm just having faith in Santa and in other people that strongly believe it, and I believe in them and their understanding of it, but I personally don't fully understand it. You know, there are things that don't make sense about it to me, because my understanding is part of the Emergency Powers Act is what lets industry make tanks and planes and stuff in times of war. So completely eliminating it doesn't seem to make a lot of sense to me, because if you eliminate it, now you've eliminated that power for them to mobilize industry like Ford and stuff to do that. So, you know, I've got questions like that. Well, if we completely eliminate it, then what do we do when that kind of situation happens, you know? So is it more that we really just need a real big rewrite of that policy, you know? You know, and is that part of our problem, is that people don't understand the message, you know? Is that why we don't have the people showing up that need to show up? Because they can't get behind the Emergency Powers Act because they don't understand it. So I really want to sit down with them and have them explain to the country, you know, what is the Emergency Powers Act? Are we looking to rewrite it? Are we looking to just get rid of it altogether? You know, what is the end goal? You know, what are we actually asking the government to do? You know, and like I said, he seems to be a little bit more versed on it than I am. So hopefully with him explaining it to me, that'll help explain it to you guys, you know? And hopefully that'll give you a better understanding. But like I said, honestly, I don't think it's that important. You know, not following the convoy because of that message. I think showing up and helping to make the convoy stronger so that when we do get on to the next message is the important part. If we can make the convoy strong, you know, whatever happens with the Emergency Powers Act, you know, we're going to move on to the next message. And that might be the message that you're interested in. That might be the one that is it. But it's a lot easier to start off with from a place of power than it is to start off weak. So if we make the convoy strong now, when we get to the message that you're interested in, you know, then we're strong. We're starting off from a stronger place. Does that make any sense? Yeah, Washington, D.C. was never supposed to be a state. They're trying to do a lot of crazy shit. He speaks very passionate about it. I think he's got a better grasp of it than I do. I don't know if Santa's the all-in-all authority on it, but he seems extremely passionate about it. I'm waiting to see you, MGR. Me and X-Ray didn't, you know, I don't know. When he left, we weren't on the best of terms. If he wants to get a hold of me, he knows how to reach out to me. Yeah. I mean, I've helped him out plenty. He knows my number. I'm pretty sure he's pretty confident in what he's doing, otherwise he'd probably reach out. I got some more people that are probably coming in from the racetrack. X-Ray's check engine light wasn't on when he left the convoy. I zip tied all those loose wire connectors down, and I checked back with him 3 or 4 different occasions, and he didn't have a check engine light. So I don't know what could have caused that check engine light to come on since, but unless one of those zip ties came loose, he was good for almost a week, maybe a week and a half. Once I got all those connectors zip tied down, so it's fixed. That's good. I'm probably going to finish the cigarette and I'm going to end up going. That's good. Catalytic converter's going bad. That's a possibility. He was running for a long time with multiple coil packs that weren't firing, so he was dumping fuel. All the injectors were working, but his coil packs weren't firing, so he was dumping a lot of raw fuel in there. So yeah, it's a possibility he could have burnt out the catalytic converter with how much raw fuel he was dumping in. Because at one time, he only had 2 cylinders going. So that, you know, it's a V8. You had 6 other cylinders that were just dumping fuel. I don't do pot. I never have. Eric, are you still going to visit AFC Nicole? Yeah. They're my friends. I'll probably spend time with Freedom Convoy. They're all my friends. I mean, I told Brian Brazzi from day one when I first met him in Hagerstown, or no, in Monrovia, that, you know, I'm going to go with whatever convoy I think has the best chances of accomplishing the goals I want to see done, you know, and I'm friends to all of them, you know. I'm friends with American Freedom Convoy. I'm friends with People's Convoy, you know. It's America. I'm not tied to this place, you know. I've got the right to go hang out with them and say hi and be friends with them, and, you know, they're good friends. So yeah, I'll go visit with American Freedom Convoy once I find out where they are. So if I get a day off, I'm definitely going to Hagerstown. I'm gonna go back to that little cafe that made the meatloaf. It was awesome. They brought Grandma out of the back. She only makes meatloaf on Sundays or Saturdays or something, and they specially made a meatloaf for me on a Thursday before we pulled out. I had it in my refrigerator, and when Little Big Rig broke down, we were able to throw it in the microwave and cook it up, and it was really good. I want to thank them in person, so I'll probably roll up to Hagerstown to go back to that cafe and see if I can get another meatloaf. You know, I gave him I think I gave him close to like a $20 tip for that too. It was a good time. Damn good meatloaf too. If you guys are ever up there, I think it was called Clearwater Springs or something. Just if you were leaving the Hagerstown racetrack, you took a right, you went through the town, and then up the mountain pass. They were right up there on top of the hill. That meatloaf was really good. Cigarettes getting smaller. It's all we got right now is a hope and a dream, brother. It's what it is. You know, you gotta have faith in something, you know. I got faith that somehow this convoy is gonna make a change. You gotta have faith. You know, there's been a lot of ups and downs. There's been some infighting here and there, but in the long run, I think we're all just trying to make America better, you know, get back to the way it's supposed to be, the way that our forefathers wanted the country to be. And if we want that, I don't want my kids to live in this country like the way it is. I don't like the way it's changing. I don't want to end up with a chip in my brain or in my arm, identifying me and tracking me everywhere I go. You know, I don't want people telling me what I can and cannot do with my life. I want my freedom. You know, I want to be able to do what I want to do. You know, I don't like all this government control, you know. Eat that bread pudding, huh? I'll try a bite of it tonight, but I'll probably finish it tomorrow. I'm still kind of full from all the tacos. You know? You know, you gotta have faith in something, you know? I don't know if I agree that the rich should pay more. I don't know if I agree in taxes altogether. You You know, I mean, government went so many years without taxing a dime and everything was fine, you know. I think the whole government needs a rework. So, yep. All right, I'm gonna go try a little of this bread pie because, you know, everybody's telling me to. Had my cigarette. Gonna get something to drink. You know. Yep. If you don't stand for something, you fall for anything. Yep. Yeah, got the Golden Chariot right there. You know.
White made it.
Huh?
White made it.
Yeah. You know, if you don't agree with the convoy, go help the states. You know, states have control. They need your help too. Get the right people voted into office. Take your country back. Night, guys.
We're heading off to the hotel for the night. God bless you guys. Golden Chariot is out and so it came with everybody in the car.
Freedom 45.
Love you guys.
Love ya. Bye, guys.
Good night. God bless.
Hey, I just want to say thank you for all your great content, man.
Oh,
I'm
thanks.
watching you guys all over the country, man.
Yeah.
And I appreciate it.
Thank you.
I just wanted to
Thank you.
say that. I was watching you in the truck, so.
Okay.
You said that.
Yeah. Well, you could have came out.
Well, I hate to bother you while you're doing a live stream. You know.
No,
what
it's
I mean?
fine. Hey,
But
you know,
I do appreciate it. You guys are doing God's work, man.
yeah.
You know?
Like I said, we just, we got to stand up,
Yeah.
and and if you don't believe in the convoy, at least get involved in the state level, I truly believe the states are going to win this,
I do too.
I think the convoy is bringing national attention and waking people up, and so, it's good to be here, but, I think in the end, it's going to be the states taking back their power from the federal government that's going to end up winning this.
I think so too. I think a lot of people are just pushing back right now. And I think a lot of people right now just don't know what to do looking at all this.
I think a lot of these people, like I said here, a lot of these people that, talk the talk, oh, we need to make America, back the way it was. And, like the Hannitys and the Tucker Carlsons and and Ted Nugents and, Kid Rocks, they need to show up. They need to stop talking and they need to start putting boots on the ground.
Yeah, right.
They need to get out here.
We need to get these million bikes up to DC.
We need to get the bikers out here.
Get everybody out there.
They're always talking patriotic, a lot of them are ex-military and stuff.
I was happy to hear Santa today, man, saying that he was going to go into town and camp out. That makes me proud.
Yeah.
That really does. I think that's a big change.
Yep. Like I told them, a lot of people are saying we were only honking horns and going around in circles. Well, it was a staged thing. Initially we were not even going to go into D.C.,
right.
But guess what? We had trucks down in D.C.
I think that'll affect change. I think it's one of these things where, like even me personally, when I look at it, like when it came right down to it,
yeah,
there was that hesitation of being able to approach my own government.
Mm-hmm.
Because what's in the White House right now isn't...
No American should be scared of their government.
It isn't. Exactly.
No American should ever be scared of their government. The government should always be scared of the Americans.
And even my buddy, like the day Peoples rolled into Hagerstown,
yeah.
I had my buddy go down to D.C. just to see what was going on.
Yeah.
He got pulled over by D.C. police. His truck's wrapped in an American flag. And he got pulled over by D.C. police and was told if he was there the next day with the People's Convoy that he was going to be arrested and thrown in jail. And to me, when did flying a flag and showing your colors and showing your pride become a crime? And when did all these people in America, all these libtards and Democrats, look at the American flag as racist and tyrannical and however they look at it?
Yeah.
That's I was able to make the run with the American Freedom Convoy from Spiceland to Hagerstown,
Yeah.
and I got flipped off by people driving down the road with flags on my truck. When did that become normal in this country? You know, a lot of people they still support
Well,
us, but at the same time,
I think a lot of it is because a lot of people don't understand that this isn't a Republican Party issue.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I will admit
But
there's
the
a good
American
percentage.
the American flag
I understand that.
represents the left,
But
and
they,
the right.
they see us as being Trump supporters.
Yeah.
Even though
MAGA
we
revolution.
even though we've got liberals for freedom, I mean, I know there's
I was an American before Trump.
there's a good number of people that are here that are Democrats and libertarians that are in this convoy,
And a lot of them don't agree with what's going
you know,
on. Yeah.
and you know, they don't agree with the Emergency Powers Act. They don't agree with a lot of things the governments are doing, you know, and yeah, there were a lot of people that were running Trump flags, but they think this is a rolling Trump rally.
They do.
So
I get
so
that.
when they see us rolling down the road, it's a lot of Democrats
look
that
at
think
this, they
that this is
associate
that this is
January
a
6th thing.
they
Yeah.
think this is a rolling Trump thing. So then they're flipping us off because they think we're supporting Trump.
Right.
When they're, you know, they don't understand that, you know, it's not just a Trump thing, it's a Democratic thing, it's a country thing. You know, we're just all we're all sick and tired of the way the country's going.
Yeah.
We need both sides, you know, Democrats and the Republicans to stop playing these little games and stop pandering to, you know, these super PACs and stop taking donations from all these companies that influences what they went to the government to do.
Yeah.
You know,
And the problem is with these politicians, and it isn't just one side. It's all these politicians. That,
yeah,
that go
the
to
Republicans
DC.
and the Democrats, they all
Whether
get
it's red or
corrupted.
blue or
Yeah.
independent. They go there, they get rich.
And that's the problem. Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
So yeah, the government is a Republican and Democrat problem, and it's broken on both sides.
Yeah.
You know, I may line up with Republican ideals more so than Democrat ideals,
Right.
but I'm not saying that the Republicans are any better.
No.
You know, in the government, I'm saying there's a good portion of them need to.
Trump lost me when he got up there. If you remember, it was what was that Operation? What was it?
So there you go. He's saying he's not a Trump fan. No, I'm talking about you.
Oh, me.
Yeah,
No.
you said Trump lost you.
Trump lost me when he did Operation Warp Speed. I was
Yeah.
a full-on Trump supporter.
All right.
When he came out and he said, we're going to roll out the military, we're going to have the entire nation vaccinated. No, that's done. I'm done with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you're not going to force a vaccination into my body or my children's bodies
Yep.
or anybody else. And that's when Trump lost me. By no means am I a Biden fan at all.
No.
No, he needs to leave.
I don't think
do.
I don't think a lot of Democrats are Biden fans. Like I said, you know, I've got a few friends that are Democrats, and they said that the only reason they voted for him was because they were voting the party line.
Yeah.
You know,
And that's what my sister-in-law did too. And
Yeah.
And she is by rights the very definition of what a Democrat actually is.
yeah.
Okay, but that is the older version, which now aligns with the right.
Yeah.
The older version of Democrat was, I believe in the Constitution. I still believe in the right to free speech. I still believe in the right to hold guns.
Yeah.
And somewhere over the course of time, this is all pushed to the extreme left and no longer aligns with her ideals.
Yeah.
You know, the only thing that she now believes in is a woman's right to choose.
Yeah.
Which I'm against. You know what I mean? I'm pro-life, 100,000%. But every Democrat that I know still has a closet full of guns.
Yeah.
Every single one of them. And they
Yeah.
still believe the right to free speech, and they still believe all this stuff.
Yeah.
You know, so now the lines have shifted
Yeah.
to something extreme, and what's in the White House right now gives Democrats a bad name.
Yeah.
So now everybody's against Democrats.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, well, real Democrats don't actually believe in what's going on in the White House right now.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they brought. I was watching your comments as you were going, and they are holding it. The the WHO is holding a meeting with the United States.
Okay.
And they're talking about giving the WHO complete oversight of America's medical vaccination program. That's a problem. That's a huge fucking problem.
Yeah.
And that's part of the reason why I'm here.
Yeah.
You know, this is going too far.
Yeah.
This is going into globalism.
So, what's your main reason for joining the convoy?
Everything. It's not just the emergency mandates is part of it.
Yeah.
Is part of it. But again, I'm pro-life. I'm pro-gun. I'm pro-freedom. Pro-free speech. Pro-business. Pro-everything.
So, would you say you're basically here hoping that it wakes people up?
Putting this truck in here.
Yeah.
It's only one truck. It's only one truck. But here's the thing: it's one truck more than we had before.
Yeah.
And what I seen, and like I said, I've been following you guys all over the country.
Yeah.
You know, Oreo Express, Faznak, everybody.
But who's your favorite streamer?
Who?
I put him on the spot.
You guys
Okay, never
are
mind.
all great.
You just keep going.
guys are
I'm
all
just
great.
teasing you.
I think Trucker G is one of the ones I watch the most, but I share
Okay.
all of your content to our page,
Okay.
which is Road to Freedom 2022.
Okay.
And you know, we just decided that with everybody in the beginning, there was so much information coming out. There was 3 different convoys leaving, and everybody couldn't get the right information. Everybody thought everybody was the same, so we put everybody's information into one site and we reported on everybody. So I'm guilty of being one of those keyboard warriors, but
Yeah.
I'm a company driver. I do this on my 10-hour breaks. You know what I mean? We all put time into the site and whatnot. Yeah. But as far as my main reasons and goals, I want to be the guy that fucking tells Joe Biden he's fired. I really do.
Yeah.
I want to be that guy that
I think
the rig up and says, you know what?
I honestly think mental illness is going to be the thing that tells Joe Biden he's fired. I don't think.
I think the problem is with Joe Biden is that then we get Kamala Harris
I think what's going to
and
happen.
Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah.
What's
that's
worse here?
That's the funny thing. People are like, impeach Biden, impeach Biden.
You're like,
But
wait,
then you got Harris, so
that's
impeach
gonna be
Harris,
worse.
impeach Harris. Oh shit! Now we got Pelosi. I mean, yeah, the line of succession is not very
Yeah.
good for us right now.
But it was kind of like I was telling my buddy, man, and this is really, this goes along the part of why I support it. Never in history of the United States, except for maybe its founding moments,
Yeah.
has there been a time where people, blue-blooded Americans, have been afraid of approaching their government.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, the last time that the convoy ended up in Hagerstown, there was that hesitation that you could be one of the 700.
Yeah.
There's that hesitation that, oh, he's going to take away my authority on my semi-truck,
Yeah.
that he's going to ruin my entire livelihood
Yeah.
because...
Back hurts, but I'm just gonna put this down. They can still hear.
That's the problem is I'm gonna run this truck right up and put it on the White House steps and blow my horn and tell this guy can't sleep so long that he has to meet with us and he has to rescind his thing.
That ain't gonna work. He'll just go sit in a bunker underground. He'll never even hear it.
He's gonna tow your truck. They have outright threatened everybody, just like Justin Trudeau did. He's outright threatened everybody and said, we're going to take away your authority, we're going to tow your truck, we're going to throw you in jail, we're not just throwing you in jail, we're going to throw you under the jail.
We're gonna make your life miserable.
You know, we're going to make your life miserable. And my thing is, when did that become a problem? Has America had the issue? And people like me and you never had to stand up.
Yeah.
We never had to stand up. We're blue-collar people.
Yep.
We work for a living. We work a 40-hour in 10 years. I haven't worked a 40-hour at least in 10 years.
Yeah.
I'm working 168 hours a week,
Yeah.
6 weeks out, 6 weeks, and then I go home for 10 days to see my wife and kids, go back out.
Yeah.
Okay. And he's going to threaten the people. He's going to threaten the people of the United States that if we're vocalizing something that he doesn't like and he disagrees with, that he's going to put us in prison for the rest of our lives, and we'll never see the light of day again.
Yeah.
That is the problem I have. And that's why I believe everybody should show up.
Yeah.
That's why I believe millions of people.
Yeah.
Complete, undeniable freedom, the way the country used to be.
Yeah.
It didn't used to be this way.
No, I agree.
This is insane. I will let you get to bed.
I'm going to bed, yeah. My
I heard you
freaking jack
working on
away.
brakes.
Yeah, I had to work on some brakes, whatever.
Yeah, I didn't want to bother you. I didn't mean to
No, you're fine.
hijack
No, you're
your
fine.
statement.
Dude. People like to hear different points of view. I don't normally talk political. This is probably one of the first nights I really have. Normally it's just, hey, why does the vehicle have a dimmer? A lot of people don't. You'd be surprised how many people on my stream do not understand what a dimmer is for.
A dimmer switch.
A dimmer switch on your dash. What the dimmer?
Dim the inside of the lights.
But why?
The dash.
Why do you want to dim those lights?
So you don't burn them out.
No.
Why?
Oh my God. A professional truck driver doesn't understand why he has a dimmer in his
so
truck.
it doesn't blind me when I'm going down the road, number one.
Okay.
I don't run my interior lights as high as usual. I got sensitive eyes, but
Okay.
why would you say?
That's what the dimmer's for.
So
The dimmer is so that you can turn the interior lights down to just where you can read the gauges, so then your eyes will dilate for the darker light outside.
yeah.
So you can see further.
It's like having the sleeper light on and it reflects off the window and then right back into your eyes.
So basically, if you turn your dash lights down to just the bare minimum, then your eyes will readjust to the lack of light, and you'll be able to see further down the road in a darker environment.
Yeah.
If you've got your dash lights cranked full up, your eyes are going to adjust to the dash lights, and then you're blind to what's outside. That's why you see a lot of people going down the road with their high beams on all the time, because they got their dash lights cranked all the way up and they can't see shit for 20 feet in front of them.
Like with the semi truck, I could literally, my span basically goes to the front of that shed
Yeah.
on my dims, and I can't see anything past it. And that thing takes 300 feet fully loaded to stop. So if I see a deer right there,
Try turning your dimmers as low as you can, just enough that you can see your gauges and
See a little bit further.
see if your eyes don't adjust that you can see further.
Yeah.
But that's what the dimmer's for. A lot of people don't know that.
So what time we rolling out here tomorrow?
They said 6.
6 in the morning?
They said 6 in the morning.
Are they going to do a driver's meeting beforehand then? Or?
Probably not.
Okay, so just.
But
6
I roll with the mechanics crew, so I like to leave about a half an hour after,
Right.
because then I've got that buffer that, one, I'm not yo-yoing with you guys.
Yeah.
2, it gives me time to go get a soda, relax, and then I'm rolling far enough behind the convoy that if somebody swerves off, they've been there for 5 or 10 minutes,
Right.
I can pull up
You can
on
pull
them.
up if I find it.
And I've also had time for people to react and say, hey, this person pulled over. If somebody jumps over and I'm like right in convoy and all of a sudden they're there, I sometimes can't react either. So it just works a little bit better if I roll back about 10 minutes behind them, 10, 20 minutes behind them.
Well,
Then I
hey,
get a
thanks
heads
so
up.
much.
Not a problem, brother.
I will let you get some rest.
Not a problem.
Once again, you're doing God's work, man. And,
Yeah.
And,
Hey, thanks for
very proud of
coming
you
and
guys.
joining the convoy. We
appreciate
need
it.
more people, like I said, to stand up.
I can only hang for this one section. I got to be in New Jersey on Monday to drop this load, but
Yeah.
I will definitely be meeting. I went out and bought a truck solely for this purpose.
All right.
So I got a truck sitting in Nebraska, waiting for plates and stuff. So I will see you guys again.
I got a truck that if I could get my transmission back in it, I could be rolling that too.
Right.
Yeah, don't beat me up. It's a Volvo, but it's for personal use. I paid $8,100 for it.
I bought
But I would roll it if I had it put back together in time. Fortunately, the convoy, when they moved the date up from like the 6th to the 23rd or whatever, I was like, there's no way in hell I'll get it done in time.
I bought a 99 Kenworth T600 for this, and it ended up having an automatic transmission. I didn't know that when I bought it on the auction. I'm like,
Whoops.
fuck.
Whoops.
Pardon.
All right.
Have a good
All right,
one,
catch
man.
you later, buddy.
God bless.
I've got a D12. But like I said, I only pull that little 53-foot car hauler and a couple of my mud trucks. I had the governor taken off. So, all right, guys. Well, I guess it's time. So you guys have a good night, and hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow. And yeah, we'll try to go back to cars and mechanical stuff, you know. But hopefully some of the things I said tonight resonated with some of you guys, and you know, hopefully everything, hopefully you guys come out. Hopefully you guys talk to your friends that are veterans and bikers, and you know, like I said, you know, understand that making this movement stronger benefits everybody. You know, even if you don't fully understand the Emergency Powers Act, you know, making the convoy stronger is going to wake up more people, going to get more people involved in the you know, whatever the case. So you guys have a great night, and love you guys all, you know, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, ending the stream. Take care, guys.